Planet Champa, Universe 6. Goku was fascinated by what Universe 6 Planet of Destruction looked like. Goku says, "The atmosphere here is totally different from Kaio's planet. It seems like it's extremely denser. How can someone train here?" Vados started to laugh and looked at Goku. Meanwhile, on King Kai's planet, Lord Kaio says, "What is happening? How did Goku, even in a transformation as simple as that of a Super Saiyan, manage to hold on Hakai energy from the god of destruction of another universe?" I remember very well that as ancient rumors, Champa alongside Beerus conquered several planets even before they were gods of destruction. It is not possible that Champa used his attack with the intention of defeating Goku. Even so, and what about that angel that seems to be wanted to defend Goku? How can this happen? Last time Champa destroyed several universes in a blink of an eye, and now Goku has been sent down to Universe 6 itself. What is the angel of Universe 6 up to? Back to current times in the Celestial War, Goku in his mind heard everything Vados from the other timeline said. Goku speaks. Don't joke with me, Lady Vados. Me, in another timeline, in my Super Saiyan form, was able to fight a god of destruction? If you think that in this timeline, me as a Super Saiyan 3 was knocked out by Sir Beerus? Vados says, "Exactly, Mr. Goku, but don't mind that. You in my timeline always called everyone's attention, whether for your strength or the distortions that ended up happening. Remember that transformation don't mean anything if the user himself doesn't have incredible power. Think about it. Broly didn't need to reach the transformation levels of you and Mr. Vegeta, and he was more powerful than you two." Goku responds, "Yeah, that's true, Lady Vados. But, Vados, so that's how we ended up together in your timeline, and Gon was born." Vados changes her face and says, "In parts, Mr. Goku. Let me conclude the events. Get ready to know the whole truth." Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's get started. Back to Vados and Goku's timeline flashback. Goku was on the planet Champa alongside Vados. Champ says, "I refuse to train this mortal. I want to see how he alone will manage to get stronger. Vados, what are you doing? Is a mistake." Vados then says, "Oh, Mr. Champa, I know it's a mistake, but I must listen to my heart. From the moment I saw that mortal, it seems that everything was predestined. He even held a Hakai energy to protect me. You know what that means?" "Even so, that is not a plausible Vados explanation." Champa is impressed to feel a great energy being raised by Goku. Goku was managing to train with his body perfectly in a short time on the planet of destruction, which no mortal had ever managed. Vados observes and speaks. "That's amazing! Keep it up, and let's start our training, Mr. Goku." Vados alongside Goku began their training in the Room of the Angels, a dimension within the planet of destruction, and Goku manages to learn the mastery of Ultra Instinct alongside Vados. Goku and Vados leave the Angel Room after 10 days. Champa says, "How did you take so long with this training?" Vados, with all that smile, begins to speak. "It was very simple, Lord Champa. I offered my training to Goku, but in exchange for making him stronger, he would have to be my boyfriend." "What? Vados!" Goku starts to smile and says, "Mr. Vados, this training was incredible. I'm sure no one will be able to defeat us. The Ultra Instinct Mastery technique is incredible." Champa interrupts and says, "It's not possible. Are you saying that this mortal has learned the mastery of Ultra Instinct?" "Exactly, Mr. Champa." Goku showed Champa his current power level. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct in a blink of an eye, but his skin begins to turn blue like an angel's. Strange, Vados says. "Why is Goku's skin turning like this? Is it?" Champa says, "Vados! In addition to learning Ultra Instinct, due to spending so much time with you in the Angels Room, did he still end up acquiring the power of the Angels?" Goku starts laughing and says, You mean that's why I'm feeling my power so high? This is amazing. Champa changes their face and speaks. Vados! Vados interrupts Champa and says,
I know, Mr. Champa, I know. I can even imagine why this could happen.
Goku observes with another face and says, What are you talking about? Champa says,
Vados wasn't pleased that Zero-sama had destroyed the Earth on the whim of not liking the way the Earth was. With that, she took the decision away from mortals. However, Zero-sama believed that he had destroyed his entire Son Goku universe. But Vados managed to save her universe. By the time the gods found out, this could turn out to be a problem.
Goku speaks, but why would the gods want to destroy the universe? And who is Zeno-sama? Vados speaks.
Zeno-sama is the supreme being who takes care of all celestial order alongside my father, the father of angels.
Goku speaks. Oh, the father of angels? Oh, he must be pretty strong, isn't he, Miss Vados? Vados says,
That's not something you should be considering, Mr. Goku. It happens that there's a rule that angels cannot interfere in the decision of mortals. But Zeno, as the order of everything as well as the gods of destruction, can destroy whatever they want in order to cause balance. You may find it offensive that I prevented the destruction of your universe, Mr. Goku.
Goku observes with another face and says, I get it. So they're the bad guys. Huh. I won't let them do anything to us, Lady Vados.
You idiot! It's not that! Just listen! You have no idea what you're talking about, so I'm going to explain. Your universe has always had several catastrophes. He's always been a celestial threat. My brother doesn't exist anymore because of you. Now, because of you too, we're picking a fight with the Lord of everything. What kind of spell did you cast on Vados? Come on, Vados, do something!
Vados smiling says,
Oh, Mr. Champa, don't be silly. Mr. Goku didn't cast anything on me. I'm just in love. It was love at first sight.
Champa is saddened. At that moment, a great light appears over the planet Champa. Champa feels a great pressure of energy and starts shaking with fear. Goku looks and speaks. What is it, Mr. Champa? It's like you saw a ghost. Why are you like this? Champa says,
It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's this mortal's fault. Please don't judge us. Don't do anything with us. Ah!
Vados changes her expression to a serious one. Vados says,
Mr. Goku, I hope you've really learned to control your angelic power alongside your ultra instinct, because now you're gonna need it.
At that moment, Goku observes and speaks. What are you talking about, Vados? The light disappears, and from the end of that light comes Daishinkan, the father of all angels. Daishinkan speaks. Vados, you are under arrest for the celestial crimes of concerning with a mortal and saving a universe against Zeno-sama's will. At that moment, Goku appears and says, Oh, so you're the father of all angels. Bad guys like you won't get Miss Vados from here. Daishinkan in a blink of an eye appears from behind Goku and throws him away. Champa is scared to death. Daishinkan says, It's over for you. All universes begin to shudder amid extremely high angelic power in the timeline Vados and Goku were related to. All mortals in all universes began to be afraid of the atmospheric energy that was displayed. Universe 11, parallel timeline. Balmond begins to observe and speaks. Due to the disappearance of Beerus, it seems that Champa has started to act, but still, some things are happening that leaves me with sharp thinking. Whose energy is this coming from? It looks like a mortal with Saiyan powers being combined with an angel. I don't understand. How does so much power emanate? Margarita, the angel of Universe 11, starts to laugh.
Does that amaze you, Lord Belmont?
Belmont says, It seems that something is happening in Universe 6, and now his father energy is also being emanated there. Should we be worried? Margarita continues to laugh and responds,
I believe that the problem is not with us, but I feel that my sister is in trouble. Vados, by the looks of it, must have been up to something. The energy of my father
is a combat energy, so he will definitely want to do something. I remember it as it was today, that he faced several gods of destruction alone in the past, and in the blink of an eye, he managed to defeat them.
Belmont questions, do you think you would have the courage to attack Champan and Vados? Margarita laughing says,
We cannot doubt the father of angels.
Universe 6. Goku is thrown into the rubble of planet Champa. Daishinkan looks at Vados and Champan and speaks. God of destruction of Universe 6, for now I will not punish you for your crime. But Vados, you will not go unpunished. Now you may come with me. Daishinkan prepares its attack. Divine redemption! Vados with a serious face says,
It seems that there's no way. Now you will have to see how much stronger your daughter has become.
Daishinkan is impressed that Vados managed to escape his attack. Vados says,
I don't know how long I'll be able to fight you, Dad, but I won't be defeated without even a fight.
Daishinkan observes the body of Vados and says, it's not possible. I seem to feel another angelic energy in Vados' body. Doesn't make any sense. Don't tell me that. No, I can't jump to conclusions. At that moment, Champa is watching and says,
How is it possible? Two angels are fighting! I have never seen such an absurd battle before. But I can't let Vados be defeated. But wait, it's the father of angels! Now that Shiro-sama is no longer here in this timeline, Daishinkan must not know what to do either.
Daishinkan continues fighting Vados. Vados starts to feel random pains in her body, and her body starts to weaken. Vados says,
What's happening to my body?
Daishinkan says, do not resist anymore. You're at your limit, Vados. Enough of that, and come with me. You'll have to be sealed. Vados responds by laughing.
Why are you doing that? Sano-sama is not even here with us anymore. He's in another timeline now. This timeline is devastated because we angels always obey the ideas of a child who actually doesn't even know what he's doing.
Daishinkan is quiet. At that moment, Vados continues to say,
I knew it. You don't agree with him either.
Daishinkan, who was quiet again, says its attack. Shut up, Vados! Divine redemption! Frightened, Vados was going to receive his attack. A great light appears and a voice appears. Vados, I knew that the father of angel was strong, but I never imagined that it would be that powerful. What an incredible force was that? Champa speaks.
What? Son Goku survived the Daishinkan's attack?
Goku says, no time for stalling. Kamehame! Ah! Daishinkan quickly dodges and says, what attack was that? If it hit me, it would have done a lot of damage. At that moment, Goku appears in front of Daishinkan and speaks. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but now it's time for the second round. Daishinkan smiles. Goku and Daishinkan begin to exchange several punches. Large cracks and rifts in time begin to be created. Vados watched the fight and saw that everything that she didn't want to happen was happening. Vados on her thought says,
Why, Dad? Why are you fighting Goku? Why is Goku fighting? Damn it!
Champa found the appearance of Vados strange. Champa says,
What's going on, Vados? She doesn't seem well. She barely managed to show her powers against the High Priest, and now her features are totally different.
The entire planet Champa begins to shake, and Vados rages. A great light appears in her belly, and Vados screams in pain. Champa says,
Vados!
Daishinkan and Goku stop the fight. Daishinkan says, so it was true. Goku says, what are you talking about, Daishinkan? Daishinkan then says, it's your fault! Vados is pregnant and about to have a baby! Goku and Champa says,
What?
Goku says, I'm going to be a father. Champa says,
Vados! You're gonna have a baby!
Vados was dying of pain and Daishinkan changes his futures. Goku deactivates his transformation and Daishinkan deactivates his powers and goes to Vados. Daishinkan says, "Looks like it's about to be born." Goku says, "But how so? Her belly isn't even big. It hasn't even been that long." Champa responds,
Be quiet, you two! This happened because you stayed in the room of the gods and angels, and the process of birthing an angel is totally different! You still managed to become half an angel by activating Ultra Instinct in the room of the gods and angels!
Vados was still in pain and Daishinkan says, "It's no use. It will be now. Celestial creation!" Goku and Champa are watching and a great light appears. At that moment, a child appears in Vados' arms. Daishinkan, not really understanding things, starts knocking. So now besides Goku and Vados, I'm the criminal. But this child's energy is fantastic. It's like the emanate Saiyan power alongside the power of an angel. And that's it. Daishinkan says, "You three will now come with me." Goku makes a serious face and Champa decides to act. Champa, Vados, and Goku team up to go against Daishinkan. At that moment, a great shudder begins to arise. Goku says, "Do you really want to fight, Great Priest?" Daishinkan undoes the attack pose and says, "Now there's no more need. It's too late." Vados says, "What are you talking about?" Daishinkan responds, "Just as the Oracle Fish spoke, that the birth of a heavenly child would bring about the destruction of all timelines. That child is your son, Son Goku. I thought it would take here on time. The idea would be for me to destroy you. I didn't have the courage. I thought about sealing it, but you resisted, and Goku helped you. But still, I did not understand how this child could do something. Now that's explained. It is the key to release the portals of the universe created by Zeno-sama. The universe that were previously destroyed by Zeno-sama, since it no longer exists in this timeline due to the angelic power that Goku awakened, and now from his son, brought the enemies of the past back." Goku says, "What are you talking about? Who is it you're talking about?" Daishinkan speaks, "The mother of all angels, Zakai. Probably without Zeno-sama, it's practically impossible for us to win, and they will go after your child." Goku starts laughing and says, "Great Priest, leave it to us. I will grow stronger and stronger and end this threat." Happy Vados says, "A mortal who managed to become an angel, defied a god of destruction, and even went against my father's orders. Surely I made the right choice by being at Son Goku's side." Wait, Son Goku? What will be the name of our child?" Goku looks at the child and says, "Well, he looks like me." Wow, only he has these spiky white hairs. I know. I'll call him Gon. Many twists and turns happened within the timeline of Goku and Vados. Everyone knew a threat was about to emerge. Parallel universe, the voice of the Mother of Angel arises. Finally, I am free! Due to all events bringing about the birth of Gon, Goku began training with Daishinkan in the timeline in which he had his son with Vados. However, they were caught in Zakai's trap. Unlike the Z Warriors' timeline, due to the low number of powerful mortals alive, Zakai's invasion was made directly on the angels. Goku, Champa, Daishinkan, and Vados were imprisoned by Zakai's army. Goku says, "It's not possible! I couldn't even manage to show my power! Fighting an army is practically impossible. Angels, destruction cats, and several other demons." Vados says, "It's just a matter of time for them to find out where Gon is. If they find him, it'll be the end. Now we have virtually no god of destruction alive. The angels are sealed. They can pretty much do whatever they want." Palace of the Mother of Angels, Goku and Vados timeline. Zakai speaks to all of his subordinates. "We are finally free. The big amount of releasing Zalama is near. This will be all amazing. Thus, we will control all space and time of all timelines." Safer watches and says, "This is amazing, Your Majesty." Kai says, "Interesting, at least for all they've done. But I don't think we should underestimate these warriors. After all, the Father of Angels is with them. Zakai says,
Don't worry, Kai. They'll never get anything done.
Back to Heavenly Prison. Goku says,
Damn it. We can't lose this war.
Champa says,
How could this happen? Thinking that everything we've done since going to Amadayo's planet was for an oracle fish prophecy.
Vado says,
Calm down, Lord Champa.
Champa responds,
How can we be calm if our timeline is about to be completely vanished?
Vado says,
Look at the big priest. He's very calm. He sure knows what to do.
Goku says, Mr. Daishinkan, do you know how to get us out of here? Daishinkan responds, Not quite, but I have a plan. Daishinkan spends hours reflecting on everything that was happening. Vados, Champa, and Goku watched in the celestial prison. Daishinkan opened his eyes and says, Goku-san, you want to save all timelines, right? Goku responds, Of course, Daishinkan. At that moment, Daishinkan says, We will transfer your energy and the energy of Vados directly to Gon. And you, Vados, will serve as a bridge to speak to yourself from another timeline. During that time that I was meditating, I found the timeline to which our Zenosama was transferred. In this timeline, there are several powerful mortals who can be a great help in this battle. If you speak to your version of this Vados timeline, you will be able to warn of the coming war before it even starts, and all warriors will be able to train. At the right time, this timeline's Goku, who has angelic powers, will join his energy with this timeline's Goku. All the rest, we will have to trust them. Back to the current times in the Celestial War, Goku in his subconscious says, Vados-san, then that means that Gon's birth was the cause that freed Zakai and the others. So on the other hand, I and Vados of that timeline are to blame. Vados from the other timeline responds, I think it's not the time to look for Son Goku to blame. Now the focus is on the solution. And as a gift from yourself from another timeline, I need to pass this energy on to you. Goku begins to receive the angelic energy of Goku from another timeline through Vados. Vados says, My time here is running out. Son Goku, please save Gon and all universes. Just a quick note. All that time that passed while Goku was in his subconscious with Vados from another timeline, no more than 30 seconds had passed in real time. Kai, the strongest angel, kept distancing himself from Goku. Goku increased his power more and more and says, Where do you think you're going, Kai? Kai stops walking and says, What is that? Impossible! He was practically dead! How in such a short time did you manage to get so powerful, Goku? Goku responds, In fact, I don't even know how to explain it. It seems like a dream. But now I know the whole truth and I know what it takes to end this war. Kai starts laughing and says, I should have guessed that the Son Goku rumors were true. You are not an easy opponent to defeat. When everything indicates that you will be eliminated to reappear with a phoenix. Now I will fight for real. Kai starts to rage, and the entire palace of the High Priestess seems to shake. Kai starts to smile. Incredible, Son Goku! You could not be different. I recognize you as a bravest warrior. Let's stop playing games and finish this off with just one hit. I will concentrate all the strongest angel's fists into my left arm. Goku is impressed with the energy he sees Hakai remaining. Goku says, Incredible. This then is the power of the angels. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct, and unlike before, Goku's body begins to change color, resembling the color of Ultra Instinct. Goku speaks. Kai, you are undoubtedly the most powerful warrior I've ever faced in this war. I didn't even think I would fight a guy as strong as you. I'm sure that if we met in another scenario, we would have been good friends, fighting partners. But it seems that this war situation made us on opposite sides. I hope that someday we can meet again. Goku creates a large aura of another Goku behind his back, an all-blue angelic aura. Goku, with his ever-increasing powers, makes Sakai's palace shudder. Goku launches at Kai, and Kai powers up his fist. The two fists collide and a huge shudder takes place in Zakai's palace. Whis and Vados, who were fighting Zakai, stop. Zyrus, who was fighting Gohan, stopped the attack. Everyone is startled. Zakai says, "What was that?" Whis laughs and speaks. "Oh, it looks like things are heating up. It's not just you who's really mad, Zakai." Zalama says, "A mortal leveling his powers to that of an angel. Impossible. How can it be? But wait, the two energies are getting weaker. Who will be the winner?" Kai's voice comes over the smoke in Zakai's palace. "This is amazing! I've never felt so happy! This fight was the best thing that I've ever had in my life! No one had been able to make the strongest angel get this far! Thank you very much, Son Goku!" What? Is this blood? Kai falls to his knees on the floor. The smoke goes away and Goku, with Ultra Instinct activated, says, "You are amazing, Kai." Goku starts to remember everything Vados says. "Thank you, Vados-san. Now I have the necessary power to defeat each and every one of them." Kai, who called himself the strongest angel, goes to the ground. The biggest twist of all happens. Goku, once he had been defeated by the strongest angel, after receiving the words of Vados, released his angelic powers and emerged victorious. But the war continues. At that moment, the Z warriors continue to have their mortal combats. North side of Zakai's heavenly place, Vegeta, with his body all blooded. Shiva, the bloody angel, says, "Give it up, Saiyan. You knew from the beginning of the fight that there was no way to defeat an angel, Vegeta." Vegeta was still silent. Shiva says, "Goodbye, Vegeta!" Vegeta inexplicably begins to move on Ultra Instinct. "Strange," Shiva says. How is this possible?" Vegeta says, "You can't be called an angel with that deplorable fighting style. There are a lot of strong guys I need to take down in this war." Vegeta again heals his wounds with Yamazaki's essence. Vegeta says, "Let's put an end to this bloody angel fight." Angry Shiva says, "Am you Saiyan?" "Let's go." The Z fighters gasped, processing this information. Silence fell again in the room as everyone processed the news that Whis had just revealed. The expressions of all the Z fighters was one of the most shock and disbelief as their minds struggled to grasp the magnitude of the situation. Gohan was the first to break the silence, his voice shaking slightly. "Wait, so you're saying that there's a Goku in another reality who's even stronger than my father?" Whis nodded, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "Yes, exactly! In this reality, Son Goku is the strongest and most omnipotent being in the face of the 12 universes!" Whis repeated. Vegeta, who until now had remained silent, clenched his fist so tightly that the snapping of his fingers could be heard. "And why we haven't heard about this before? Why didn't you tell anyone about this other Goku?" He snarled at Whis. "Because I only found out about it myself recently," Whis replied calmly. "And also because, up until now, we've never needed that other Goku's help. But given the current circumstances, we might need his help." Whis says that Goku managed to defeat all his enemies, becoming the most powerful being in the universe. But something happened. Goku wasn't satisfied with the fact that he won everything and everyone. He wanted more. He wanted to fight someone who could truly challenge him, so he challenged Zeno-sama, the all-powerful ruler of all realities. All of a sudden, Beerus starts laughing. Everyone looks at him, not understanding why he's laughing. He explained that he now understands why Goku is so special. He is not just a strong warrior. He is a warrior who is always looking for the next challenge, who is always looking to be better, who is always looking to overcome himself. That's why he's the most powerful of all. That's why he's a true god. The Z fighters are silent, thinking about what they just heard. They know the situation is hopeless, but now they have a new hope. They know that if Goku was able to challenge Zeno-sama in one reality, he will also be able to find a solution to this situation. Krillin took the floor, his voice tight and determined. And what are we waiting for? Let's find that other Goku and ask for his help. Then Vegeta stood up and spoke with determination. Then we have to go to this reality and find this Goku. It may be our only hope, Vegeta explained. Gohan agreed. Yes, let's find this Goku and find out how he became so strong. But how are we gonna find him? Asked Piccolo, his brow furrowed and worried. We have no idea where to start looking for him. We smiled, knowing that they had finally found a solution to Goku's problem. But Beerus still had his doubts. But how are we going to get there? What if this Goku doesn't want to help us? Asked Beerus. We scratched his chin thoughtfully. I have an idea. But it will be a very extremely dangerous journey. And it will require all of you to be willing to risk your lives. The Z fighters exchanged glances, knowing the situation was desperate enough to warrant any risk. We're ready for anything, said Krillin. Then let's go, we said, leading the group out of the conference room and into the garden. He looked up at the sky, watching the twinkling stars. We're going to need a spaceship to travel between realities, so I can go to the other Gokus. And I know exactly where to find one. After the meeting, Whis decided to seek help from Barrow, the legendary creator who provides Zeno-sama with toys. He knew that Barrow would be the best person to build the spaceship capable of traveling between realities. And so he set out on his quest. Meanwhile, Goku continued to train with his new teammates, always looking to become stronger. He knew the only way to survive these challenges was to reach new levels of power, but that took hard training and unwavering determination. Meanwhile, Whis has finally found Barrow. He was working in his workshop, surrounded by countless toys and objects that he himself had created. Barrow was a small, thin man with a frail and wrinkled appearance. But behind his fragile appearance, there was an incredible strength. Capable of creating anything from raw material, he greatly resembled the Master Kami. Whis explained to Barrow what he needed, and Barrow agreed to create the spaceship for him. He immediately set to work, using his incredible powers to create the perfect vessel. The spaceship that Barrow created was unlike any other ship ever seen. It was made of a special alloy of metals, which allowed it to traverse entire universes without suffering damage. Furthermore, he was equipped with the most advanced technology in the universe, capable of overcoming any obstacles that came his way. When the spaceship was ready, Whis immediately took it to the Z Warriors. They were awed by the craft, marveling at the beauty and power it exuded. Whis explained that the spaceship was the only way for the Z fighters to face the gods of destruction from other universes, other realities. He explained that the ship was equipped with advanced weapons, defense and propulsion technologies, capable of meeting any challenge that came its way, facing head-on even with the power of an angel. Whis added, Unfortunately, we cannot accompany you in this trip, as it would be going against Zeno-sama's orders. Vegeta was delighted with the ship and immediately prepared himself for the fight that was going to follow. He knew he would have to be strong, determined, and fearless to face the gods of destruction from other universes and realities. But he was up for the challenge. With the spaceship at his side, Vegeta and the Z Fighter set out on their journey, determined to reach new levels of power and become the strongest. Meanwhile, in the dimensional prison, after escaping from the capsule that imprisoned Goku in the time chamber, Goku was training hard with his new companions to be able to return to his reality, completely unaware of what was happening on the other realities. And so, the Z Fighter's journey to find the strongest Goku of all realities began. While Goku is intensely training with Kakarot and King Vegeta in an unknown dimension, the three are prepared for the inevitable confrontation with the other Gokus from other realities. During training, Goku and Kakarot began to compare the transformations they know. Goku explains how he became a Super Saiyan God, while Kakarot shows off his Super Saiyan 4 form. They decide to test their skills and an intense battle ensues. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan God and Kakarot transforms into Super Saiyan 4. The two fight in equal terms, each using their own techniques and strategies. The fight goes on for hours with no clear winner. Goku is impressed by Kakarot's strength, as he manages to stay on his feet even after receiving the most powerful blow. Kakarot, for his part, marvels at Goku's ability to precisely control and direct his energy. After this fight, Goku and Kakarot talk about what they just experienced. Goku says that Super Saiyan God is more efficient in combat as it allows him to keep his ki within himself, making him harder for enemies to detect. Kakarot agrees, but argues that the Super Saiyan 4 form allows him more freedom in his actions and movements. But hey, my partner, what do you believe and what do you think about all this? Will the Z fighters find that powerful Goku? Will Goku merge with Kakarot? What can happen in the midst of all this? Regardless of what it is more than important that you already expose it here in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.